Good morning. Those birds fly so fast. Another new group of pilgrims here, out to pray in the morning, to enjoy the sunrise. This is good. So today, I'm not sure if you've looked already at the readings. Maybe you have had a chance to check the link. What strikes me is the great difference between the two key protagonists, one in each of the readings. The one wily, using the goods of this world, also in a deceitful way. Good morning. This is one of the old Baptist German brethren, or old German Baptist brethren. Out bright and early for her pictures, and maybe talking with somebody back in the US. So there's the guy who's a steward. He doesn't own the goods he's administrating, he's a steward. But who owns the goods anybody administers? At the end of the day, even the rich ones have to entrust their goods to others. The kings, the powerful people, the people with everything under their fingertips. A point will come when maybe they even need help for basic necessities to get from their chair to their bed, and from their bed to the restroom, and to get their food. We're all dependent on others, no matter how much power we exert. It's a very interesting reality, human interconnectedness. And so this guy is trying to secure his future for at least a few days, a few months, a few years, a decade or two maybe. And then he will be stuck again. And he's using the levers at his disposal, the abilities he can manage to secure comfort, provision. And then we have the other guy, Paul, And his life is now very mature. Maybe he has another 6 or 8 years to live. And he's actually in the process of bringing a big source of provision to the community in Jerusalem. He's looking out to help them. But he also has a much bigger vision, higher, more spiritual vision of bringing good news of consolation to many people all around the Mediterranean. And he's off to from probably Corinth, where he's probably writing the letter. He's on his way to Jerusalem with all this goods that he has collected for the ones who are in need. And he's already planning to go to Rome. That's why he's writing the letter. And maybe from there out to go on to Spain. And he already has spread the good news from here, Damascus, Antioch, across through Syria, Turkey, present-day Turkey, across through Greece, the Balkans, all the way to Western Croatia. And he's writing now to Rome, even though he hasn't been there yet, to teach about the richness of the faith. And his life is being spent for others, not for himself. It's not centered on himself. It's centered on how to serve and involve others, serving the material needs of a poor community, materially poor. He's also trying to, his primary mission to bring the good news. It's a very different kind of life than just wanting to carve out some material security for oneself, which obviously is also a responsibility of a parent for the children, for their aging parents, for a spouse, for the rainy day. But where's the heart? The heart is in that love, in that service, in that will to do good for others, to unburden others, not to be a burden for others. What a way to live. And one of the beautiful things about the attitude of Paul's heart is that he lets us know his deepest conviction that it's not his work, it's not his doing, it's God is doing it through him. It's like as if he had been reading the psalm. The Lord has revealed to the nations his saving power that we have today. It's the Lord's work. So that's the biggest context then. The Lord is working through me. So there's a person who is just trying to finagle a way of survival for themselves, cheating others. There's the life of looking to provide help for others, to provide for their spiritual help, and to realize that God is working through us. The way we speak to children, first of all, the way we act and live, what our own interior values, they get transmitted by osmosis to the children. Our heart is filled with joy from our faith. Then it's not just about material advantage in this world. There's a different joy, and the children pick it up. The grandchildren pick it up. And let it be our prayer today that our hearts will be filled with joy for the Lord and concern for others to practically help. We never know how that happens. It can happen in such simple ways and simple deeds. Small things leave big impressions. Yesterday I was blessed to be in Haifa, at the University of Haifa, for an event honoring Cardinal Pizzaballa for his work for peace during this wartime. The last 2 years here. It was an extraordinary event with Muslims, Druze, Jews, Christians. It was wonderful. It's also interesting to see how the rector of this university in Haifa is actually a Catholic woman, and she is the head authority at the university. That's very interesting. The top representative of the university, the president of the university. I was surprised the first time I heard that. We're always discovering new things about people. Life is more complex than cliché phrases. People, God bless you. See you later, alligators.